England and Scotland were originally two separate kingdoms, each with its own laws, economy, and military. But a series of political and economic struggles, exacerbated by the religious divisions of the time, led to the Act of Union in 1707, merging both kingdoms into a single entity called the United Kingdom of Great Britain. The union was driven by the promise of greater security against foreign enemies, but it certainly had many downsides. Many Scottish individuals felt that the union diminished their autonomy, and the remnants of Scottish independence became a rallying cry for later generations, and is even still present today, as evidenced by their independence referendum in 2014. While political turmoil occurred, the 18th century also ushered in a golden age of intellectual thought and economic expansion. The Enlightenment swept across Europe, with British thinkers like John Locke making major contributions to philosophy, economics, and political theory. The ideas of liberty, reason, and individual rights began to take root, influencing not only the British public, but also many other places around the Western world. The Industrial Revolution, starting in the mid-1700s, began to transform the UK's economy. It was a time of tremendous innovation, new machines, new factories, and new ways of thinking about production. In many places, like Manchester and Birmingham, the old ways of craftsmanship were replaced by mass production, and the country became the world's leading industrial power. British cities expanded rapidly, their streets becoming crowded with factory workers, and a new working class emerged, often subjected to harsher conditions. Britain's economic might was further bolstered by its vast empire. By the early 1700s, the United Kingdom had already begun to establish colonies in the Americas, Africa, and Asia, but by the end of the century, the empire would stretch across the globe, dominating trade routes and accumulating vast wealth. The British East India Company, with its influence in India, became a symbol of imperial power. Despite its growing power, Britain faced challenges in maintaining control over its distant colonies. In America, tensions were rising between the colonists and the British government. By the 1760s and 1770s, the American colonies were protesting British taxes and policies. The Stamp Act of 1765 and the Tea Act of 1773 were particularly controversial, leading to protests, riots, and eventually the outbreak of the American Revolutionary War in 1775. The American colonies, inspired by the Enlightenment ideals of liberty and democracy, fought fiercely for independence. After years of bloody conflict, the American colonies secured their freedom in 1783 with the Treaty of Paris. The loss of America was a significant loss for the UK, and it forced the government to reevaluate its imperial ambitions and methods. As Britain struggled to maintain its grip on its empire, a new wave of radicalism swept across Europe. In 1789, the French Revolution erupted, toppling the monarchy and sending shockwaves through the continent. The French Revolution was inspired by similar Enlightenment ideas, but it took a far more violent and chaotic turn. The overthrow of the French king and the rise of radical ideologies in France prompted fear among the British elite. The French Revolution was seen as both a warning and a new model system for the British government. On behalf of the OLE 20th Century History YouTube channel, thank you for watching this video, and please remember to subscribe, share our videos with others, and browse the channel to watch other enjoyable videos.